We've had a pretty tough time down here around the lower lakes over the last few years with lack of water caused by drought and also over-allocation in the whole of the Murray-Darling Basin. So the communities at Clayton Bay and Milang and Meningie and Rauken, all around the lakes and in the lower river Murray, have had lots of things to deal with. Some things are spiritual things, both the white population here but also the Nunjara community who live around the lands of the lakes. And so I wanted to mark this occasion and pay my respects to the traditional owners of the land, the Nunjara people, and their ancestors, and recognise their spiritual link with the lands here. So today's launch on World Environment Day is part of a large community project which involves a number of community organisations around the lake, lots of 8 community nurseries which have been developed, and also includes the project managers, the Gorwood to Wellington Local Action Planning Group. And there are a whole lot of us community groups out getting these 240,000 plants into the ground. And so we're a small community, so any additional help that we can get is a really wonderful thing. It's a beautiful place, I'm sure you'll agree. Now the water's back, it looks even more beautiful to us, and we hope to be able to keep it that way. This project, the Lower Lakes Bioremediation and Revegetation Project, has been funded by the Commonwealth Government and supported by the South Australian Department of Environment and Natural Resources. So we really appreciate that support to be able to restore and redress some of the damage that's being caused by the low water levels and the increasing salinity and the potential acid sulphate soils situation that we had around the edges of the lake. So what you're helping us do today in planting all of the wonderful variety of 80 or 90 local species plants will help to bring back the wildlife that has disappeared, will provide food sources for the orange-bellied parrot which passes through this way, and our orange-bellied parrot has probably gone off for lunch, I think. Yeah. So thank you, and I'd like to hand you over to Reggie now. Reggie's the monitoring project officer, for the Gorwood to Wellington Local Action Planning Association. She, with a lot of other LAP project officers, is based at the Lakes Hub at Milang. We have 2 Lakes Hubs now, which are focal points for sharing of information about all of the environmental things that are happening around the lakes, one at Milang and one at Meningie. And Reggie gets out there on the ground with community groups and with landholders, and she's probably has a pretty wonderful time, I think, but does lots of hard work as well, so thanks.
All right, thank you. Thanks to all of you for coming out for World Environment Day today. And hopefully the weather will still be good this afternoon for you, so they're doing their best to hold back the rain till the planting's finished. I'm Monitoring and Evaluation Project Officer with the Gorwood to Wellington Lab. With my position, we've been monitoring the acid sulphate soils around the lower lakes since August 2009, and we're also monitoring the revegetation that was done last year, and we'll also be doing that on the sites this year. Yeah, as you know, the area was absolutely devastated with the last droughts. What you're seeing now, the water levels have come back right up, but the water had receded 300 to 400 metres in certain areas. While the acid sulphate soils are now covered, we still have sulphuric soil under the water. Lake Albert, that's the other terminal lake that comes off of Lake Alexandrina. The only connection for Lake Albert is with the 13-kilometre Narung Narrows. Now, at the moment, water in Lake Albert is still 4 times the salinity it should be. whereas Lake Alexandrina and the Goolwa Channel have come back to normal levels. So while we've got the water back, the system is still in recovery.
Something that we've said as part of all of our community activities down here in advocating for this neck of the woods is that unless we have a healthy environment, we will not have healthy economies and healthy communities, and we will not be able to be sustainable. And so as we move forward and decisions are made about the basin plan, we still need to keep advocating to say that the environment is the key. And if we look after the environment and nurture it and care for it, then it will return the favour and nurture and care for us as well. So thank you. In a spirit of community, it's been wonderful to have you here. Come again, we'd love to see you. Thank you.